I start a new series. So we're going to jump right into it. If you've watched my previous series, they've done a ton of updates, graphics, and everything. We're going to start with a new character. See if we can get some crazy. We'll go with green hair, why not? Green mohawk, please. There we go. And then our name. We're going to take Fred out for a spin. Start a single player campaign with a, that is the old, so let's get rid of that one. All right. Fred's world, we're going to go normal, 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 everything. We'll get this fired up. All right, dropping into the ocean. I can already see these textures look better. Oh yeah, detail is much better. Smoother, not nearly as jumpy as it used to be. We will get some stuff collected. We gotta figure out where we're going to set up our base. Map looks basically the same. 3 final things are up here. This is supposed to have radiation because it's a reactor, so we'll have to check on that. I can definitely tell the difference graphically. I am working on my new computer, so the ability of the computer itself to reproduce higher end graphics is going to be a big help. One of the major updates for this that is supposed to be pretty apparent, that's a new change. Usually it never says no loot in the box. Is ships. They're going to have actual ships in this one. Not just the little boats that you used to cruise around on, but actual boats that you can put turrets on. We're going to be able to add turrets to our bases. Now this is the public beta, so we don't know what is going to be left in the game at the end. I can make this. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, I think we're going to start our main base here. I went ahead and looted around the island real quick. So it's pretty easily defendable. Last time I built here, we'll put our main part of our base over here, get some things started. So the build menu is going to look basically the same. Okay, we can rotate. Can we do up and down yet? Like altitude? Only if you do it that way. Alright, well, let's just start. We'll 3x3. We'll start our first chest. Let's head this way. We'll start working our way around the island. A lot of I'm going to do a lot of underwatering first. All right, we made it back. We looted District 43, which is right over there. It's got a lot of good loot. Managed to make out with a bunch of stuff. Some we need, some we don't. We're going to go ahead and get it sorted. We'll get started on our base. So we got a little 3x3 here. We'll go ahead and add 3 more and wall it in. The building, I like the way the thing snaps still. They've improved that. I don't know if they've fixed the stairs. That was a big problem for me. Because the stairs don't just connect, if you know what I mean. They can, they don't snap to and from the floors very well, especially on the ground floor. Oh, looks like we're a little thirsty. Go ahead and fix that. Let's get our basic build going. We're going to need food and water. Simple grill, simple purifier. Alright, let's throw our grill back here. And our water purifier. Now these are not required early game by any means. Fill these up with wood. And we'll cook us a crab. Actual usable supplies first. Well, actually, you know what? We'll call this one the cell. We'll get all of this stuff. Into that one. This will just be our cell. I always keep my neon signs just to help light up the area. They do add a little bit of light. Alright, we need to get a bucket so we can get our seawater bucket. We'll just do 2 for now. We don't need you, don't need you, and don't need you for right now. Let's get our water situation going. Early game, you gotta use these buckets. I like to have at least 2. Usually 5. So you can make one trip, fill the machine completely up, and wait for it to process. Which is good. It makes you respect later on when you get the complete. The automatic water pump and filter, and then late game once you get, I think they added an electric one now. A lot of back and forth. But we get nice fresh water to drink. One more. Then we'll leave our buckets here. A little food, a little water, heal. Oh, we're just gonna go. All right, we did District 43. Next, we're gonna head over to, I think it's here. There's an underwater. Or actually, the mansion's like right over here. We're gonna go to the mansion next. We'll loot that real quick, and I'll see you when I get back. All right, we've just finished looting the mansion. Cleared that out. We're going to get our research table built, and then we might make our first run to the trader. The research table is very, 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 very important. But you got to make sure you have the components and everything to do it. So we got a stack. This is like your lifeline. This is how everything that is important in the game is built. And you can go down and you can get what you want. And you don't have to get everything to move on. But once you move on, you got to have enough stuff before you get that next upgrade. So what we're going to do first round, I know we're going to need the repair station, air filling station, air tank, scrap metal spear, very important, and crossbow. So let's go ahead, let's make the crossbow real quick, or research the crossbow and the bolts. Because that's basically your first weapon. You can get a bow and arrow and a regular spear, but they just don't do that much damage. We're going to skip the scrap helmet and scrap armor. Usually you don't need it. Diving fins are going to be important early game. Now a feature I like is you can pin it and you'll see it show up over here. So when you're in your screen and you're looking for stuff, it tells you what you need to make it. And it keeps it tracked, so you can track the items as you go. Which is fun. Makes it nice. Alright, let's I need to build your increase your storage, which is the sack. It's cheap, 5 cloth, 5 rope. Throw that on, you get another row, which helps you with looting a ton, an absolute ton. It's wonderful. Now let's make us a crossbow and some bolts. I have enough components. That's what I seem to run out of the fastest. So 8 get you 10. It's not bad. Make one more. So we get 30. Now this pro tip, keep your ammunition in your hotbar until you get the ammo bags later. Because when you die, which is inevitable, you lose your backpack, but you keep this. So if you're in the middle of a fight and you die and you have all your good weapons with you, you come back home, you don't have nothing. Oh, we got us a antique flintlock pistol. We're going to use that guy. We'll keep that in our hotbar. Ammo, food. Need to make a wooden spear. And I'll grab some scrap behind some components in my scrap metal spear. That's your basic melee weapon. So don't leave home without it. Right, we are low on health. Because I got attacked by a stupid shark while I was down in the ground. In the water. And I think we got enough. We're going to start on our first raid real quick. The easiest one is going to be these two islands. That little one right there with the tent. Ooh, that's the new boat right there. See it? Right there. Stay away from those until you get higher levels. But that little island right there, this island right here, and this little island over here are your easiest ones. So let's go knock them out. The reload animation's good. These first guys are called mutants. 2 Rock Beach. We got 6. Not very smart. Not very dangerous. Early game. Ooh, they added a ricochet. Did you see that arrow? Just ricochet? What gets dangerous is later in the game when they get in larger groups. Oh, that was me. I whiffed it. Why are you running? Ow. And now we just clean up the island, take everything we can. I'm just doing the quick pickup with that. Swing back by the island, drop all this real quick, and we'll head immediately to the next island. Might heal. Roasted meat, 50 hunger. That'd be a waste if I used it right now. Do need some heals though. So red algae, when you find red algae on the floor of the ocean, it makes your herbs medicine. It's basically your free heals for the overworld. Alright, we'll hit this little guy over here. I'm really impressed with some of the graphics updates they made. I'm interested when when we get to see some of the new levels. I know there's an airport underwater now. Oh well, that was way easier than I thought it was going to be. There's only 4. Usually there's at least 1 archer. Alright, we got enough room. I'm going to go ahead and swim to this next island and go ahead and take that over real quick too. Nameless Shallows, okay. Ooh, spicy. That arrow guy hurts, and I'm bleeding. Ow. Get this last guy. Dive. Dodge. Alright, let's loot this place up. Like I said, a skeleton or mutants or bonies, I call them sometimes. If you've ever seen Warm Bodies, that's kind of what they remind me of. Lots of food. Nice. Oh no, inventory's full. Oh, I can eat that. Give it a quick sort. Don't need strawberry seeds. I'll go ahead and heal up. Because I want the raw meat. Oh, and red algae. Alright, we've got some crabs left and some wood. Come on now. Nothing I can leave behind. Roasted potato. I don't want to waste it. Probably the fishing bait would be my least important thing. To pick up a whole nother stack of wood. Well, not a whole nother, but many. Alright, let's head back and do some more research and get some more stuff built. So far, I'm liking the updates. The sky, just noticed, the sky and the clouds look way better than it did last time. We won't really get into the meat of it until you hit like mid-game, because the ships is the big update. Alright, let's, what do we need to build? Got all that stuff built. We're gonna be needing another metal barrel and research. Got our repair station, our air station, tank. Well, that one won't pin, or it only lets you pin 2 at a time. I do wish if you had this open, you could build stuff like, bam, right out of here. But we need iron, components, and rubber for all of this stuff. Alright. Now we'll be able to build each one of these. And they're under the crafting. This is like a crafting tab. You can see components, very important item. And then my inventory, I should be able to build my air tank here. Yeah, there it is. Handcrafted air tank. Which that's nice because that gives you a lot of extra swimming time. So we're going to go ahead and grab some more iron and build that one. Then we need to refill it. 8 more components. And that's where we stop if I'm out of components. Because I only have 2 left. Dang. Oh well, I have the tank. It says auto, I don't know if that's changeable. Auto breathing off, so it won't use your tank unless you absolutely really need it. Which I like that. That's a huge, really good option. Or change, however you want to look at it. Alright, let's build a bed so we have somewhere to sleep at night. Wood and cloth. Wood, cloth. It's not really required, but eventually your stamina is going to start tanking. That says missions. Okay, so they still have the missions in here, but they don't have anything, like there's no credit. Craft a bow, craft roasted mushroom, diving fins, trading outposts. There are more pages. Alright, so if they've upgraded that, they haven't mentioned it yet. A lot of blueprints. Let's see if we can recognize anything. There's a good diving fins, underwater scooter, good backpack. Oh, there's a turret. A lot of visual stuff. Bolt action. Oh, that's just the receiver. Bunch of weapons parts. I don't see anything new. W59. Weapons parts. That's different. Rifled barrel. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, so this is just halfway Park chair. Planting a vine, shrubs, and flowers. Okay, so I guess you can make flower pots. Blueprint not discovered. Masonry buildings. Okay, so you can make clay and lots of fancy building types. Nothing on the ships, though. Surprised. Nothing in the blueprints about ships. The new ships, the big ones. Large generator still here. MEGs, military backpack. Your factions are over here. You can go through each one, tell you how many you got left. You can go through and claim different islands, and then you can zero it out. And they have a little history underneath each one. But, alright, that's going to do it for this first video. I appreciate you guys stopping by. And we're going to continue on. I'll probably do some looting underwater off camera. I won't build anything new until, but I'll just fill up some containers. Thanks. If you guys have suggestions, like if you want to see more looting, when I do base raids, like when I do those big base raids and stuff, you'll see those. I will always film and show those. But a lot of the underwater looting on the basic stuff, it's not that big a deal. But I will see you in the next video. Comment and like below.